Well, I feel that breeze blowing, see clouds rolling around the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since Mike's gone live again. But I know a storms are coming, drunk donkey told me so. But that cone keeps moving down the San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always watch Mike's weather page and you'll know when to run. But I hung around with Irma, Lord, I almost died. When I see that cone moving, I hang my head into right.
What's up, everybody? What's cooking? Coneheads, good morning to Drunk Donkey Nation. We're talking tropics here in a little bit. Got Tropical Storm Faye. We'll let Facebook do its thing here and give everybody a few seconds to tune in, see what's cooking. There's your, hey Denise, yep, there's Louie. Louie doing good. Both the boys are sleeping. So I grabbed Louie first. Louie's like, okay, get it over with, Dad. What's up, Sandy? Hey, Whitney, what's up, buddy? Hey, Bill, good morning. Lots of flooding in Delaware, Aaron. Yes, they are getting hammered right now. You can see that on the satellite imagery here. This is the College of DuPage. It's the sandwich mode of IR satellite. Louie, wake up, buddy. There you go. Look at the camera. You gotta look at the camera. Look right here. Look right there. Look. Look. He's our boy. Yep. He's starting to wave a little bit. What's up, Alan? Look at. See, I told you, man. When he was a puppy, he waved. Look. I'm not propping him. Here, Louie, wave. Louie, wave. Here, wave, and I'll give you a treat. Wave. Come on, wave. Wave. He's trying. All right, we'll get Louie here in a little, or we'll get the other one. I can't get their names. I always mess up. So hey, Monica, good morning. So yeah, welcome Coneheads. I put a link to our face mask. I've had 1 million requests for face masks. So our t-shirt company that I work with, Teespring and Bonfire, they sell face masks now. So make sure if you're interested to check it out. I put the link in the description here. So you can be cool. I wonder if Emily would be allowed to wear one going to school. I wonder if they get in trouble. We just got our Pinellas County is going back to school next month. Good news for the kids. And they got to wear masks. That's fine. At least they're going to school. So I'm going to get her a drunk donkey mask, and maybe she'll have to get sent home from school. So as we always do, let's start out the show thanking our, whoops, wrong, I moved the whole thing over there. Right here, this guy. I don't want to move the chat over there. Now I'm all messed up. Make sure I'm still streaming here. All right, so we're starting the show every day thanking ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, located here in Florida. Usually we're talking about the tropics in Florida. Today we're talking about the tropics in New Jersey and New York and Delaware. Go figure, right? And it's an F storm. Crazy. So big props to ABC helping us out here and supporting the Drunk Donkey Nation. So I pulled a picture. This one that they just posted an hour ago, and it looks like a great day at ABC there. Somebody's getting stocked up with some rum. Pirate Day today. So support ABC as they support us here at Drunk Donkey Nation. All right, so all the Coneheads out there, thank you very much. We're going to talk about Faye here. I'll try to read comments. We've been watching this. Actually, let's go to the Tropical Tidbits. The hurricane hunters are flying in there right now. And find a little stronger winds to the north. That's these heavy squall lines that are entering the coast right now, nearing the Jersey shore. So there's a few pretty stronger wind barbs here. So we'll see at 11 o'clock if it bumps up any speed. Hey, you're welcome, Brian. Appreciate the support. They're custom printed with our logo. You know, wish I could have got them a little cheaper, but then I googled Tampa Bay Rays. Most are selling for 19 and 24, so I didn't think 15 was that bad. Because they handle all the shipping for me. I can't ship. Hey, Mary, thank you. I don't see you much. Appreciate being a supporter there. But anyway, here's the scoop. So the Hurricane Hunters are finding a little stronger system. We're going to look at all the models and maps. I just added radar down on the bottom here. It did get posted. There you go. So there's the heavy stuff rolling in. Jersey, Delaware. There's been a lot of flooding in Delaware on the coast. Lots of rain, lots of surge. Not a lot of surge per se, but a combination of the rains. A couple feet places are flooding that have not normally flooded. As a matter of fact, I think I retweeted it. Let me see if I did or not. Here's the Hurricane Hunters. Cool. They're just posting what they're finding. In case I haven't bragged about it in a while, since we're looking at the Hurricane Hunters. Look at that. They sent me that a couple years ago. Wrote me a little letter. They like our page. So I really appreciate that. So let's see. All right, so a lot of chitter chatter. The storm's kind of opening up a little bit, kind of subtropical. We got a lot of cold water ahead. It was not expected to become a hurricane, and it's probably not. Let me see if I can see my retweets. I hope I retweeted it. I don't know. There I did. All right, this guy here, Logan Giles, storm chaser out of Delaware. He's been posting a lot of stuff. And he just had some video of the flooding going on. This is in Fenwick, Delaware. And if you want to know where Fenwick is, here's our geography lesson of the day. I had to look too. This is right between Maryland and Delaware. Here we go. So it's one of the little islands, you know, kind of like the Outer Banks of the North. That's where Fenwick is. That would be right here. That little circle just south of New Jersey. So he posted some stuff, you know, some street flooding going on. So that's, you know, he posted, he's lived there 30 years, never seen it like that. So crazy he's seen it 20 years or something. So here's your wind field. Let's try to show you this. This is a cool little graphic on Boat US. There's your wind field. A lot of the heaviest winds are to the east, but as we've been saying all along, as this thing goes north and finally makes landfall, these winds to the north are going to push into wherever it decides to make landfall. So it's generally heading towards New Jersey later today and then New York. Little bobble here to last recon. So it could skirt just a little bit towards New York here as the day goes on. So, you know, that's the general motion. It's going to clip Atlantic City here in a little bit and probably go right close smack dab into New York here later today. Hey Whitney, I don't know that. Well, that video was surge, but there's other places that are experiencing heavy rains, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inches of rain in some spots already occurring. So again, this thing's moving quick. It's not going to hover. You know, your timing map here from the National Hurricane Center. Man, the National Hurricane Center has been sticking a little bit. Let me close that out. All right, so, you know, timing, this isn't going to stall. 2 a.m. tonight, it could be right past New York. So this thing is moving along pretty quick. But tomorrow, it's going to be a depression way up in Vermont. Almost in Canada tomorrow. Hey, Jenna, good morning. So, fast mover. Good news, right? It'll be gone tomorrow. So, all the heaviest impacts are happening right now. You know, here's your rains for tomorrow. This is Saturday to Sunday rains. And a little bit of tailage down in the Bahamas. This is all connected to that big moisture field that we got. Here's today's rains. Obviously, the heaviest stuff, New Jersey northward into Delaware, a little bit eastern Pennsylvania. There's your big rains today. And yeah, you know, I mean, here's all your watches and warnings. Pretty good stuff here. The Northeast really getting a lot of flood watches going on. flash flood warnings going on in spots. So, it's flood advisory for parts of Delaware into Maryland. So, all that's happening for those folks. And, models did a good job predicting it. We were talking about this a long time ago. Here's the latest look at kind of what the Euro was thinking. This isn't live. This is more of a forecast map. But, you can see the general motion towards New York, Atlantic. This is tonight. Those are winds. Wind gusts a little stronger. So, we're going to definitely see, beach action later today for sure as we get our spinach off of the Atlantic and into New York tonight. So it'll be rocking, later tonight into Connecticut and those parts. And then, again, it'll be long gone. So some of the current winds, too, by the way, they're starting to pick up. People are reporting this is on wind alert. You can start to see the sustained winds coming in. Really, definitely cool to see the wind barbs here on wind alert. You can see the west winds here on the Outer Banks, and we got the east winds up north here into New Jersey here. So, we got tropical storm force sustained winds already coming in off the shore here into Jersey, Tuckerton. Wind gusts 50, 60 plus. So they're definitely getting that tropical storm feel right now. And we got the heaviest stuff definitely rolling in currently into Jersey right here. This big band is a strong band, and that's got the heaviest winds. So if you're in the Jersey Shore northward, you're getting the heavy stuff right now for sure. Kind of subtropical. It's opening up a little bit. The eye wall is a little farther south from the heavy convection. And we'll leave this up. Let me see what you guys are chit-chatting about. So it's pretty cut and dry. We're going to look long range here in a little bit for sure, yes. I wanted to go over all the all the maps. Hey, Bill. Oh, my God, Bill, I cheated today. Oh, my God, I cheated today. So all that great coffee that was sent to me, I drank. I had no K-cups this morning. I opened up the cabinet. It's like the worst day in the world when you open up the cabinet and there's no K-cups. So I went out to the garage fridge, and thank goodness I found that. Bang. The most fruitiest, non-calorie, non-carb drink in the planet. I don't know what they put in it, but it's not the same as a caffeine coffee buzz. Not the same. Hey, Aragon, thank you very much. Hey, Shelly Ross, yep, fast and wet, yep, it's a biggie. So, it's it got over land, or got over the water, and that was what it needed to do to get a little stronger. We said it was either going to hover the coast or be east of the coast. And the big thing I focused on yesterday was where this big blob is we're looking at right now on Weather Nerds. Wherever this big blob is going to set up, all depended on if it went more to the west or the east. And again, the Euro won that battle, as the Euro was kind of the outlier. But we saw that mid-level vorticity yesterday. We saw where it was going to probably realign a new center, and it did indeed. Another good shot. This is visible satellite. You can see the spinner here, man. Look at that sucker. Getting in some dry air. Let's look at the water map. I haven't looked at it, but I guarantee there's a lot of dry air to the south. That's why this big convection blew up to the north. And we got some tailage down here, But pretty much everybody from the south and to the west not getting anything. So let's take a look at the water vapor. I guarantee we're getting dry air on the south side. And you'll see it right here. There it is right there. So there's that dry air intrusion. I like to sound professional sometimes and say intrusion. Dry air intrusion. My aunt lives in Somerset, Pennsylvania. Look at that. So the dry air in Somerset, and my cousin lives in Cumberland, Maryland, right around there, West Virginia. And look at that. Dry air intrusion. All right, so let's see other cool maps we can look at real quick before we talk about everything else. This other important note. Now, Casper brought this up yesterday. I don't even know if Casper's in there. I can't read everybody's comments. Hey, Shelly, launch day. Yeah, we'll have to see Florida weather. I don't know. The flow is still coming west to east. But Casper brought up a good point. I always forget everything. But, now the SPC showing it. But we got squalls off the water. And it's always a guarantee that you're going to have a waterspout tornado threat. And the SPC is highlighting that, coastal area, obviously. This is through tonight. This is daytime heating. Daytime heating is going to definitely add, let's see what they say here. Here's coastal New Jersey. So coastal New Jersey to southern New England. So many supercells are possible later today. So yeah, they're just saying not a huge threat, but just letting people know that, hey, there's a chance. Italian chance. All right. So what's up, Susan? Italian roast? I love Italian food. Hey, Cindy. Cool, man. Yeah, that's a small world. Somerset. The turnpike goes through there. Kentucky. Hey, Cindy. What else are we saying? All right, so let's do big storms. Yeah, South Dakota, big storms. Yeah, everybody up there. We got big storms today. I bet you we got a dip in the jet stream. Let's take a look at that. I don't even know why we're getting storms here. There's tornado threat, wind threat, and hail for sure. So that means typically when you see a hail threat, you got a dip in the jet stream. So let's see if that is true or not. Where is my jet stream map? Somewhere on the page. You would think I would know my page by now. There's not really a big jet stream dip. Well, there's a little one, but nothing too severe. Yeah, you got a little bit. There's a little bit of instability. Not a big dip, but got a little dip. Got another little dip coming. Got that big heat I posted earlier. Heat warning. Well, this is long range. This is day 8. This is day 3 to 7. So the heat's coming. We're under heat advisories today, so the heat is not going away for the upper Gulf anytime soon. This is until 7/16. That's 6 days out. You got to live in hell for 6 days more. All right, so weather. Long range, let's look real quick. Tropics, important to note here, this is a great map this time of the year. If you get all wrapped up and you're confused and I go rambling and I show things that don't make sense, always go to the NHC here because this is the 5-day outlook map. And if there's any threats that they feel possible within the next 5 days, you're going to see it on this map. And you'll see those little yellow crayons and orange crayons and red crayons. But right now there's nothing officially on the map. That's good. So long range, we can look at some things. So there's a little wave here that's kind of dried up, entering the Lesser Antilles. There's another one behind it. Well, this hasn't got there yet. The one that we were talking about just got through. Another wave off of Africa. The only thing that's been really consistent long range, and I haven't even looked today, we saw some mid-level energy come off of Africa and make its way across maybe 7/17, 7/18, 7/19, 16, 17, 18, 19, which would be almost within 10 days. So we'll take a look at that. Let's see what the models are showing. So let's go to tropicaltidbits.com. Turn my comments back on. Hey, Pam, yeah, it's hot. Heat and humidity, excited, Timothy. Hey, Casper. Yeah, we'll take a look at storm surge. Let's take a look at that. The NHC didn't. So usually, oh, look at that. We got a flash potential map now. But usually they'll have their surge maps on here, but they didn't do it. So I guess they didn't feel like we were going to have any surge watches or warnings. Otherwise, we would have seen it here on their key graphics. Here's a flash flooding potential, obviously, with the rains coming. So that's Tropical Storm Faye. Here's a potential rainfall map, 2 to 4 inches. So, we're going to have isolated cells with more than that, for sure, especially if we get any rain training. But, generally speaking, 2 to 4 inches. The Sierra surge map, which is great. Kind of shows the cool thing here too. They got the track. I love it. Here's the track of Faye. Started out as a little thunderstorm south of New Orleans. Whitney started it. Hey Hawkeye, I'll show you that, buddy. This is your track of Faye. It was a little mesoscale system, little low pressure from a front. Kind of where Dolly and Edward came from. Old fronts never die. And spinach came out of between Myrtle Beach and Charleston, and here we are today. So here's the surge. Nothing too bad. The angle of the storms, obviously Long Island is blocking a lot of the rain, the surge that could have pushed up into Long Island Sound. So they're only showing 4 foot here, New Rochelle. So not sure if that area floods bad or not, but they'll be 4 foot above normal. And then of course backside of going into Boston here, we're going to have more storm coming in. So there'll definitely be some coastal. Then of course the new Bay of Fundy here, getting all that water pushed up. But I think that's more of a natural occurrence. So there's your surge map. I probably should post that. That's always a good graphic to share. So let me do that real quick. So I'm going to screenshot it. And let me drag it over here real quick. So I'm working while I'm working. So let's see. Great map. Great tool to use to get an idea of any surge or increased increased water heights. And I'll screenshot it, and then I'm going to link it because it's an important link. Great tool to use to get an idea of any surge and increase. So let me crop it here so I don't have my screenshot, which I have my producer thingy running. And we'll just make it look about like that. Make it look, I gotta keep it kind of square. Otherwise, it won't post on Instagram. Alright, cool. So now I feel like I did something good. Alright, now we're back. Alright, JT, I hope that helped you. I don't know. So I just posted that map if you want to get an idea of possible surges and stuff. So, I mean, where could we go to talk about these storms? I mean, so, National Weather Service, obviously the best radar on an event like this because they'll update any watches and warnings. So we click on particular areas here, and you can see the flood warnings going on. You can animate it a little bit, get a little better look. But there's your big band going into Dover right now. The Atlantic City just got the big heavy one, but it's pretty dry beneath this. So the good news is because this is opening up, the heavy rains are kind of well to the north, and you'll get it going into New York here soon. And we'll see if any heavy bands develop outside of it, which they probably will with daytime heating. But the core of it is moving on shore, and before you know it, it'll be long gone. All right, so let me ask real quick. I don't want to forget about the ASCAT map. This was a really popular. This is satellite-driven snapshots of winds, and they only make certain passes due to the curvature of the Earth. So there's different. You get A, B, and C are different snapshots, and you kind of have to click to see if anyone caught a system. But this really helps indicate whether or not there's circulation, kind of winds. Especially systems that are out in the Atlantic, when hurricane hunters can't go too far out for those type of systems, or they could, but they don't. So these type of tools are great because it'll give you an idea of wind speed and direction, and see if we have any closed low or not. So it's been around forever, this type of site. We've kind of used, but it's really helpful when you start looking at these waves down in the Atlantic. So it's hit or miss if they catch that particular area you're looking at. But you can look at the different passes, you can line them up and kind of see. So just click on each little snapshot, see all the winds are. And then what I like to do is, of course, the newer site, this Null School site, really helps to see things a little bit better. And this is an elongated low, and this is exactly why it's kind of a subtropical type system now. And there it is spinning. That's lower level. We can go 850, probably a little tighter, but there's the actual spinner, and get an idea where center's at. So we always use that one. It's a good tool to see down in the, let's see, we got an upper level high here. Remember, highs spin clockwise. There's our high pressure over the Gulf, and that's keeping that flow of storms from Florida west to east. The high helps control storms. That's where the convergence is, where these highs meet lows. So you have a high going clockwise, and then we got a low going counterclockwise, like a big S. And of course, you'll see it a lot more on 500 millibar levels. Not really. It's more of a lower high, or 700 millibar. And you can always verify it by looking at your surface charts. So we'll look out in the Atlantic, and then we'll look at some long range models. So really, nothing's showing up out here to really get worried about yet. So. You can look at the upper level too to get an idea where all the shear's happening, or you can just print it, call it a Van Gogh painting. Hey Casper, yep. So now that we got an elongated now that the system is elongated, it's very hard to pinpoint the exact center. You can see it kind of opening up here a little bit. So it's definitely going over cooler waters. That usually indicates a subtropical type setup where the core gets a little cooled down, widens up, heaviest convection to the north. So that's common. This is always a good shot. The sandwich shot. I wonder if we can get in a little closer. Let's take a look here. How close can we get to Faye? Let's see. Maybe I can go right here. This might be a little more zoomed in. Yeah, look at that, a little more zoomed in. Yeah. What the hell is that thing popping up? What the hell are you popping up? Cookies. Jeez. It's like that bong game, man. I need to boom, 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 boom. Papa going bong. We'll look at this one. How about that? Ooh, I didn't want to download it. Anyway, there we go. So we can zoom in on it. Ooh, man, we can really see Faye. Faye's was a blob yesterday. All right, hey, what's up, Jenna? Good morning, Conehead Donkeys. Remember, supporters, you can get 20% off your new Drunk Donkey face mask. Not on Bonfire, just Teespring. Hey, Billy, yeah, we'll take a look at that, buddy. For sure. Somebody asked me to show a picture of the mask. Let me show you. I've had many, many, many requests. I wonder where my truck is, by the way. Damn Chevrolet. I got my truck down for... he said last night, I'll let you know. I'll let you know last night. So here's our two choices. So we got the pull it apart type, kind of like the Outlaw type. That would be on your Teespring. And then we have the traditional over the ears, more cloth. So if you're into that thing, this style. It's the only ones I could find. But hey, you can be a drunk donkey all the time, not just when you wear your shirt. All right, so Billy wanted to see the super duper duper map. We could take a look at it. This is an animated water map. We could really zoom in on it. This is your precipitable water map and it's really cool. You can always see spinach in the atmosphere. This is the amount of moisture in the air, and you can see it wrapping up You can see that dry air coming in from my aunt's house in Somerset. But there you go, there's spinning. And, you know, you always look down here in the main development region, and you will start to see these waves, but nothing right now. Oh, we're going to look long term. Let's look long range. All right, let's start out by looking at our ensemble maps. And we got dogs snoring here. You hear him? You hear Louie snoring? All right, so here we go. Let's take a look. Anything long range? Nothing. 15 days. There's a little bit. All right, so you know, here's that 18, 19, 20 thing. We gotta go look at that. All right, so we're gonna look at this, and then we'll go to tropical tidbits, and we'll look and see. So I started out on that mid-level low that was going to come across. Time frame for that, like I said, was more towards the end of July. Few ensembles, few lonely guys here. Nothing really picking up at all. So that's always the first map I look at. Then I'll go look at the Gfs ensembles, and we can look at, where is it? I always forget what to click. Oh, spaghetti. Here we go. Atlantic. Okay. So here's the Gfs ensembles. And going out, nothing. Doesn't mean things will change. It just means today, 10 days out, nothing. Look at that. Very typical, though. All the chitter chatter is the next MJO cycle coming towards the end of July. Oh, look at that, though. I don't really see it here. This is the one, though. Ah, man, that's way out. But it's a big one. This thing changes daily. But, again, middle of July, you know, it didn't look like we were going to have too much. And we don't on the model, so. This is a big MJO pulse, so. These definitely fire to storms. This is the first part of August here. All right, so let's go to Levi's site. Let's take a look at that mid-level energy and see if it makes its way across. This isn't Levi's site, I lied. I'm going to look at the water vapor map real quick. We always do here. I don't want to get into like the same thing like Groundhog Day every day. Hey, what's up, Crystal? Solomons Island. Holy cow, where's that at? Let's do another geography test. Look at that. So we have a fan. Where the heck is that at? Oh, I thought that was a country. See, good thing I checked. I thought it was like, I was thinking the Pirates, the the Tom Hanks movie. All right, so there we go. Solomon's Island. I assume you're Maryland. Right, Crystal? Obviously, because you're telling me no rain, just wind. Boy, this Bang drink is working wonders, man. I do not suggest it for doing Facebook Lives. I feel like I'm buzzed. So, all right, there you go. Yeah, you're there. You got it coming. There should be, that band should be right here on your doorstep. No doubt. Let's take a look at radar. You know it's coming. Let me see. Let's take a look. How close it is to you right now. It's coming. You might be right on the top side of it, actually. You might have missed some of it. This thing's kind of going north. You know, we talked about it. Not a lot to the west and the south, so the big stuff's pushing to the north, and you might not get much. Let me know. All right, so we're going to go to the water vapor map here on the Euro. Let's see if that mid-level stuff's popping across. A little bit. See, you kind of see it. So here it is. Kind of showed this yesterday. There's a little energy from the north. It's right here. This is the 16th of July, and it makes its way across 19th, 20th. You can kind of see it. I mean, it's not developed. It's not showing up in models, but it is signs that we can start getting more African energy make its way across. And so, you know, nothing to stress about. I've just been curious as seeing it on Levi's site here. And now we go to Levi's site, and we'll see if the GFS shows this blob making its way across. Sometimes, yeah, see, there it is there. This is the 19th. You kind of just follow the blue. Blue blobs matter. Always watch the low pressures. They start out blue. Orange blobs are high pressures. And that usually means no tropical system. So blue means low. So you got to watch them. And there's a little spin out. But what's interesting is this little guy plops his way across. And, you know, nothing imminent, nothing showing up. Just been watching it. It's interesting to see come off of Africa there. So, and then we'll see on the Euro. There it is there too. So, you know, big blue blob. Blue blob. I chase blobs. And there, the evidence there, 19th, 20th. So that's the only thing that's been consistent on the models is that little bit of energy coming across. But that's it. There's, you know, nothing else. Now, so another interesting tidbit is we watched that wave yesterday down. Let's show it on Weather Nerds real quick. We got a big storm here in Oklahoma North. Look at that. I was going to show that too. Look at this guy. Pounding, man. Pounding its way. I bet you it's going south. Look at that. Land blob. Land blobs matter. Because we track blobs. We chase blobs. All right, but look, let's see which way this one's going. That's pretty healthy. As we try to load. Hey, yep, Billy, yep, high pressure 1017. Come on, Blobby. Bobby, you in here? Why won't you load, Blobby? There we go. Yeah, there she goes. Man, that's been the pattern all year. From the northwest. And guess what? Is it going towards Louisiana? So that's a pretty healthy little system here. Look at that. We got a lot of lightning. Heading its way down south. Get a little bit into Arkansas. So we'll zoom in on that. I wanted to show this little guy though. So we had this wave yesterday down here. I'm not sure that's it or not. I don't know if it crossed over yet, but I think it did. Let's see how fast it's moving. So we had that wave entering the Yucatan and Central America yesterday, and there's the high pressure to the north. Yeah, it might be all tied in, but we got a little circle out of it. Right here, look, it was over land last night. So this came across. That was that wave we saw yesterday that came across. So it plopped over to the Pacific side. High pressure in the Gulf kept the steering currents along. So you know, these are things. You know, if we had a high pressure system over Central America, and we had this wave yesterday that was really kind of healthy looking wave yesterday in the Western Caribbean, and it was starting to blow up. But forward speed and upper level winds are turning clockwise here, and it had nowhere to go, and your steering currents put it across Central America. Now it's going to be on the Pacific. So if we didn't have that blocking high to the north and we had a blocking high here, then that's how we get these mid-season storms. And there has been hurricanes in July. 2005, we had a couple of them. So those are things that you look at, you know. Luckily, we had a high pressure here, and steering winds are pretty strong. And the blob made landfall. Sorry. Blob made landfall. Starting to talk like Boston. We got ourselves. I can't talk Boston. Hey, Whitney, yeah, we had spins. What else is going on? Let's see what you guys are saying. What song you got, Katie? Got to have a hurricane plan. Always good. Hey, Dustin, shout out to Lineman. You got it. How about Sparks Energy, our website sponsor? Man, we love Sparks. You like the blob shirt? Yeah. Hey, you know what? My buddy Dusty made it. Let me find it. It's on the Mike Weather Page store. And here you go. We drew a blob. I gotta start using that blob more. See, it's a slow process. I'm gonna use these little guys. In fact, I need to get Dusty to email me that. I'm gonna have to email him as soon as I'm done. So I need to get my little blobby guy. I wanted to have the little eyeball, one eye. We can name the blob Nippy. That's what I'm gonna do. Nippy, and we gotta get a name for the other guy. Nippy. I'll leave it at that. It's Pittsburgh. Somebody's asked about Pittsburgh weather tomorrow. There's our. Yeah, I love breaking down this QPF page. I mean, every year I learn something new, but not learn, but something I like. But here's tomorrow's rains. So no big weather. You know, we can look at our HRR. Let's look at the south and we'll look at the north. Here's our 12Z. Go to 12Z. It was a long run. Every 6 hours, the HRR runs an extra 36 hours. So here's the rains. We'll go where, you know, we got tail. Look at that. We got tail of Faye all the way down here. So we're going to show up here, obviously, in a second. Now, this is our southeast Texas friends. Here's our flow today in Florida from that high pressure kind of pushing a little more to the south. We saw that with the winds. A little more southwest flow. This is later today. There's our storms, middle Florida building eastward again, and then into tomorrow. There's still, so we got the tail of Faye stretching. This is kind of the front now, all the way down to the Bahamas. So tomorrow, rainy day, a little more rain tomorrow. Middle Florida eastward again. Look at that. So we're gonna have this pattern. It's a little juicy tomorrow. Here's that blob. Look at that sucker. Another one coming down. What's up with these? What's up with these northwest attacks here to Louisiana? Look at that. That's tomorrow. That little guy coming to get you. All right, let's go to north now. Northeast. Here we go. Let's take a look and check out our 12Z. This is on tropicaltidbits.com, by the way. HRRRR, the best model on the planet, in my opinion, for short-term planning. It updates every hour. I usually confirm it with other models, but since we have nothing serious to watch, I'm not going to get into it. But here's the deal. This is today, and we got an approaching front here. Faye gets sucked up into it. We have a high pressure here keeping Faye going north, and eventually it crashes into this little low pressure. And so you got a little rain in Pittsburgh tomorrow. Who was asking? But look at that. You could have a little rain in the morning. Definitely got this other little low pressure system. So the Faye goes off, and that's behind. You can see it here on the surface charts. Another low pressure coming up through the Michigan, Great Lakes region, and they kind of merge together. Very complex little system. But here's tomorrow. There's leftover Faye. Low pressure here come across the Great Lakes. They meet in the middle. They sing a little Dire Straits, meet in the middle. And there you go. Let me see. Where's my comments at? All right. So, yep, Flay's got a ponytail. Good one there, Shelly. We could draw a little face. Yeah, it kind of looks like hair. Look at that. Looks like a head. You know, we can put a little eyeball there. Look at that ponytail down here. Faye's a little more exciting looking than Dolly was. Or Edward. It's been the year of old fronts that come off of the coast and turn into storms. Not your typical season by any means. It was the earliest F storm, by the way, ever. I think it was the earliest E storm too, but definitely on record it was the earliest E storm or F storm. So, parrot looks like a parrot. Kitchen kind of looks like a parrot. All right. Yeah, parrot. I was wearing my Jimmy Buffett shirt yesterday. I shared everybody. Man, this drink, man, I don't know. It says says 18. I'm feeling all kind of funny things right now. It's brain and body fuel, but I don't know, man. They say kids 18. It says no, not intended for kids 18 and under. I think that's a marketing ploy. And they got a flag made in the U.S. from domestic and imported ingredients. So 0 grams, 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 colors. I don't know how you can get anything to taste without anything. So, but this is the part of our show I ramble on. So I think I covered the weather good this morning. Map is updated. The app is updated. You know, thank you to all the app users out there. Let me double check my app, make sure it's working. I always try to check it every day. It's something I started a few years ago, and I'm actually spending a lot more time on it this year, giving alerts. I don't want to over alert people, but I've done good this year sending out alerts. So there's the app. You click on Faye, and you get all the important links. It's real simple. NHC track. You get NHC wins, you get arrival times, you know, you get the like that. So it's really cool, you know. Got links to spaghetti models, satellite. So you can always watch our videos when we're done on YouTube. Coolest thing ever is you can watch the video on YouTube on your app. And it's pretty clear, man. Look at that. So and there's my Jimmy Buffett shirt from yesterday.
There's that one.
So anyway, yeah, I've had a lot of requests over the years. The first reason I did it, where it says Mike's site snapshot. See, there's Mike's site. Then I have a Mike's site condensed only on the app, and it's only like certain links, and it's 3 columns. I don't have any ads or anything on that one. And then if you go to snapshot, this is the first reason I got the app, was I had people that asked me, let me make sure it works, I haven't checked it in a while. It's an API program, it's on demand. It takes a snapshot of the site, so when there's sailors or people that are on low internet, that don't have a lot of bandwidth, what this site does is it takes a snapshot of the site, so it's one image. So you can zoom in and see things on the site. So if you're on a sailboat or something and you don't have any internet, you can click on that and my site will load up as a snapshot JPEG, which is kind of neat. And I actually have people that use that. So anyway, enough rambling on that. And let's see, I just got a text. Hopefully it's my, nope, damn it. What the hell's the deal? Let me message my Chevrolet guy. He said, I will update you on days in. Well, that was yesterday, dude. I'm going to say, hey, Keith, need an update. As I've gotten older in life, I've learned to be more demanding, as that's what adults do. I'm not a kid anymore. So instead, I said, hey, Keith, I need an update. Because he told me he'd give me one. That might put a little pressure on him. Like, oh, shit. Hey, Misha, nothing long term yet. You know, topics can always change. I mean, we see it a bazillion times. Right now, there's no juicy waves out there. You know, they keep fizzling out a little bit. Let's take a look at the dust map. You know, we got another wave off Africa. So, you know, nothing right now at the moment. You know, maybe the tail of Faye here, an old front, places to look in the future. But, you know, nothing sticks out. Definitely nothing to worry about. Nothing to even remotely get worked up about. But, you know, sometimes these lingering fronts can spin up something. But nothing showing really to get worked up on. That's for sure. Let's see. What other maps do I have? Let's see. Let's look at this experimental map that combines. Whoops, that's not the one. This one. So this one, great site. Kind of blends in a bunch of models, and there's no areas highlighted on that one. We can go up here to Tropic Stuff 3. I like to look at this one. I look at the 00 hour because it blends in all the models, and it always shows here. So I don't know. That's got to be a glitch. But this is the tropic zone here. This is what. So I disregard anything down here. But so really nothing on that one. We can look at 5-day, same thing. Get all worked up on that. It's not anything to stress about. See, and you can turn on the spaghetti model. Oh, I got an update. No, I didn't. Darn it. The hell. No. All right. So you can put on the spaghetti model. This is the GFS NCP models, and you can see the flow. So if it was anything real, it would show northward movement. So I disregard this as it shows you. This is just tropical energy coming across. So it always picks up on that. So anyway. So let's see. Man, my phone goes off crazy all the time. All right, what else? Call Keith? Yeah, just call him. Cindy, no, he talks. He never shuts up. Hey, Katie, Eskimo Pie. Ramble, sorry. Hey, Mike, the space look for tomorrow. Oh, man, there's middle in. So I saw this. See, we got tomorrow. We have this front, and ahead of this front, we're going to have a little more instability down here in Florida. So, unfortunately, what time's the launch? But the flow tomorrow is going to be the same. Let me close some windows here. So the flow tomorrow is the same. We're going to have storms building middle coast and heading more southeast tomorrow. Could clip south of you. It seems like the heaviest concentration is middle state southward. So we'll take a closer look here at the 12Z as we can stretch out that far. 11:49. Hey, thanks, Shelly. Well, that's good news at least. We close. Here's 12. Here's 1 o'clock. This is obviously a guess. Oh, we didn't show Hunter yet. Hunter. Let's see if he comes. Oh, he just popped his head open. Now he's stretching. Come here, Hunter. Come here. Oh, he's wiggling his feet. Come here. Come here. All right, stretch now. Yawn. He'll pee on the floor on the way. Come here. Come here. He's thinking about it. I'll let him wait. It'll be his decision. So here's tomorrow, 1 o'clock. So it's going to be close. Look at that. Oh, man, that's 3 o'clock. So 2 o'clock. You know, it's just one model run. This is 4 o'clock. It's just, you know, the timing again, and it's going to be close. You know, you can see the storms build middle. This is noon tomorrow, so it's going to be close. Going to be close. It's just the pattern's there, you know, unfortunately. Oh, here he comes. I told you, dogs are so predictable. Come here. Oh, let's see if he pees. If he does, I'm going to grab the camera. Nope, he didn't do it yet. Come here. Come here, buddy. All right. So here's our new guy, Hunter. He walked over to say hi. He's 12, almost 13 weeks now. I don't think he's grown an inch. Oh, there's the yawn. Oh, you were so tired. Why'd you wake me up, Daddy? But I came to you because I'm a loyal dog. And everybody said I will never get a Louis dog because he is the calmest dog on the planet. And I said, you watch. Because these dogs lay with me all day, and I'm a pretty calm dude. Unless I'm drinking and posting on Facebook. Which I've learned not to do. And I wake up the next morning and delete them. But there's our buddy. There's Hunter. What's up, buddy? He likes to give kisses. Want to give me a kiss? Come here. What are you playing hard to get? Come here. Give me a kiss. Look at that. There you go. There's a kiss. And his tongue won't go back in. Look at that. Want to lick the camera? Why's your tongue sticking out, buddy? You put your tongue back in. Why's your tongue sticking out? So he's, remember we measured him one day? He's $1.50 big. I had a dollar bill here. Look at this. Just to get an idea how little he is. He's $1.50. So, I think he peed on me. Did you pee on me? I don't think he did. No? You gonna be a good boy? Alright. So there's Hunter. Alright, so the space launch tomorrow is going to be iffy. The NAM, luckily the stuff builds, so, it's going to be a race of when the storms start to build. 2 o'clock tomorrow. So it's going to be iffy, put it to you that way. Iffy, unfortunately. Bearer of bad news, sorry. Let's go to Twitter real quick, see if anybody's talking about anything. I know there was some water spouts. Here's a good look at radar. Dry air behind it. This is a good shot. This is heavy rain, flooding. This is the heavy rains going in New Jersey here. Pretty rare to talk about a tropical storm into New Jersey in July with an F name. There's our girl Bobby, just posted. You want to read a good thing you'd like to read? Bobby, I got a link right here, Hurricane Harbor. Click on it, and she has daily blogs. I didn't know what a blog was. Blog and blobs. So she always does this great. Always ends it usually with a cool little video, music video. So check her out, Hurricane Harbor. Of course, I got so many links on the site. I did a little tour one day for our supporters, but click on them. I got good links up here. They're one-liners, like Tropical Stuff #1. You click on this little guy. Sometimes I need a reminder what they all are, but let me close that. So it's trying to load. We'll click on Tropical Guy #2. So Tropical Guy #2 are really in-depth stuff, talking about core temperatures. I don't even know half of this stuff, but people like it. So if you're into that kind of stuff, I know Casper likes data. There's #2, just came out. So this is a cool site because it gives you a lot of products on storms, Dvorak classifications, and that kind of good stuff. Satellite imagery, kind of the old school links. This is where we look at the winds. Site's a little slow today, but there you go. You can look at the wind fields, satellite wind fields. Good stuff. But anyway, click on the links. I got all kinds of stuff on there. I got links everywhere. Link. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Any more last minute things? Monica, I think we need to adjust times. I can't. I started at 9, then it was 9:05. Now it's 9:19. Holy cow. So yeah, Monica. Dorian was like a blur to me. Because it happened so quick. I forget some of the original models of what's cool is NHC has an archive. So they have an archive of storms. Oh man, let's see. I can't remember how to find it. Archive Dorian. I just do Dorian. So here's your graphics archive. So here is Dorian's life. And we talked about this yesterday. See, originally, stop. All right, so originally, this is what was fascinating to me with Dorian, and I got to meet a lot of Facebook friends on the northern Lesser Antilles, Virgin Islands. Because originally, look, the Virgin Islands and stuff weren't even in the cone. And originally, look, it was supposed to be a depression on the backside because they expected it to cross over the high mountains of DR and Haiti. And what's cool here, do I have more windows open now? Darn it. I hate it when I open a new tab and now I get more windows open. All right, so what's cool about HR and DR is how the winds, look at it, this is live winds right now, live. But look, there's our strong easterly winds here. And look, they hit the mountains and they go around. They actually, the high mountains of the Dominican Republic and Haiti actually create weather patterns. And a tropical system that goes over that gets broken up. So anyway, that's what they were expecting with Dorian, and obviously it didn't happen. But what happened was this. You know, we had tropical storm watches up on Monday night. This is overnight, 11 p.m. And look at a storm, you know, tropical storm. Oh, my phone's going off. Let's see if I got an update. Nope, no update. So here you go, Tuesday. Nothing yet for the Virgin Islands. And then we get a center relocation. Like, what the hell happened? Then look at this. They showed a storm all the way up to landfall. A storm, not even a hurricane. That's when I started, you know, we started saying, I don't know. How can it only be a storm with all this hot water? That's when I got my prank phone calls at 3 in the morning. Hype, quit hyping. People freaked out because I had an opinion. Can't have an opinion anymore in the world. Boom. So anyway, there's our hurricane. Then obviously, you know, this is, we're going back to the anticipation factor here now. Very high anticipation value because we had a major hurricane. I mean, this, you know, 5-day cone. You know, look at that. No wonder we had so much anxiety in Florida. Because we had that, and then it slowly started showing, hey, we got a little blocking high pressure here. Look at that. Then we had it turn right on the coast, and then it kind of just a few miles off. So that was a pretty big adjustment. There we go. Ocracoke was the landfall for the U.S. All right. Do I have any more windows? I don't have any windows open. That's a miracle. Let me bring out the coastal one here. All right. Anyway. Hey, Kathy, thank you. Did it freeze? Nothing froze. Crystal, yeah, it was coming towards Titusville. Yeah, I know. It was a scary time. So anyway, all right, I probably lost everybody. I ramble on. That's good. Hey, we'll be live tomorrow. For sure. But I had to brag now since we're talking about Dorian. I hate showing this stuff. Let me show you the coolest thing ever when we were talking about Dorian, this little guy. I think his name was Jose. I mailed him a shirt.
Had extra time to prepare as opposed to other storms in the past?
Us specifically, yes, because we were listening to Mike's weather page. Hey. And
I always love that.
He mentioned something about this like 2 weeks ago. We started telling our families.
All right, so you are here. You are ready to go. Got the plywood. You've got a lot of the gas canisters right here.
So they wanted the storyline was
we're going to be checking in with
how people are caught off guard by the storm.
6:30 in the morning,
and he was a fan, man.
Thanks so much, Joey.
Now watch, this is the funniest part.
Now, who is in studio with the latest on the storm, Rick?
I'm gonna go look up Mike's weather page, guys. You should. I don't know what it is, but it sounds like it's pretty good if it called us 2 weeks ago.
That was so funny. Hey, Dustin. Yeah, there's a link. I got a couple good links on past storms. If you go here underneath my shirts, it says links on random stuff. Past tracks is a good site. This is coastal and you can type in all kinds of stuff to get past tracks, historical hurricane tracks. There's another one right next to it called History. This is on Tropical Tidbits, and every year he's got links here. He hadn't updated it yet, but it stops at 15. And then there's another one right below that one. It says Storm History, and this was where you can look at every year, you know, and see stuff. So, like, here's 2018. So there's that. So this isn't 18, is it? Yeah, there's 18. Where's Irma? Well, Irma wasn't 18. Irma must have been 17. God, I don't even know the years. They all blend together now. Was Irma 17? I guess it was 17. There it is. I'm a year behind. So here's Irma. But anyway, it's on there. I got 3 links. So, hey, Cindy from Venice, Florida. So there you go. All right, cool beans. All right, Dylan, what'd you miss? A lot of fun, buddy. Yeah, Shelly, I got it right. See, 2020 is so screwed up. It doesn't even feel like 2020 because everything that's happened. So I must be like a year behind. Can't be 2020. I should have been in NASCAR by now. Last week. My kid should have graduated. Damn the hell. What's up, Katie? Julio lived through Andrew. Yes, holy cow. Well, that was 92, right? Way before internet tracking. Definitely was a surprise. 3 days out was a tropical storm. And it blew up into a Cat 5. So Joquin. I remember Joquin, Aaron. That was a tricky system too, man, because it hung around. I don't even remember how to spell it. I just kind of put in some letters and Google does the rest. But it just hung around. Here's a good image on the Weather Channel. Here's a recap. That was where we lost that cargo ship. Everybody's like, what the heck? Why would he be sailing right in the middle? But there you go. Remember, it just kind of hung around. It got to a Cat 5. I think it was a 5. Almost a Cat 5. Just did a weird thing. Hit a high pressure and weak steering current, and then finally took off. They all have a natural motion to try to go north and northeast. Eventually, they find a way, unless they get stuck. Harvey got stuck with no steering pattern, and that's why we had all that rain. And we know that one did. So here we go. Harvey, eventually went northeast too, but look, it had no steering currents for several days, and dumped all that rain. Aaron had a hurricane party. Cool. I talked about hurricane parties on my the Meredith for Real podcast. If you didn't check it out, had an exciting week. Had my Tom and Dan show. Here she is, episode 38, Drunk Donkey Nation, Mike's weather page. You can listen to it or watch it. And we talked about the culture of hurricane parties and how it's a weird phenomenon. People get excited about hurricanes. It's crazy. So I hear Barbara. Yep, Sarah's here. She's singing. Jenna, yeah, it's kicking in. Good. I got work to do, but I don't want to. I don't want to be a responsible adult. Yeah, Stephanie, what's up? Heart of hurricane season girl. There's nothing brewing, Deanna. Nothing brewing. Things are quiet. Don't forget about Faye. Faye is impacting New Jersey, Delaware, heading towards New York City. So they have flood watches and warnings up for that area. We'll leave this little guy on. It's a good graphic before I crash my Chrome. Chrome is acting a little weird today. Oh man, see the zoom kicked in a little late. There we go. This is a good shot. I like this shot. We'll just leave it right here and we'll say our goodbyes. It's like breaking up. Hey John, center of Long Island. Interesting. Well, we'll have to see if you're definitely going to get some winds, no doubt about it. The wind field is there regardless of storms. Here's your wind field. Hasn't got updated in a while though. What's up with that? Well, kind of did. Let me see. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. I like Boat US. It was my original source of spaghetti models. That's the current one. This was my first spaghetti models. They just that was Boat US was the only one that had them. But anyway, yeah, we're just gonna have to watch this line of storms and see if it can develop any more bands. We've got this dry air intrusion here. We're starting to get some on the backside here. So you're going to get some storms, no doubt about it. And unfortunately, later part of the day, you could get some outside chance of stronger cells because of the daytime heating. So the SPC's got pretty much all of the area in yellow, so you just got to watch. Definitely though, with these squall lines coming in off the Atlantic here, I'd say that some of these can definitely develop. So the main stuff is still rolling into Jersey and Maryland and Pennsylvania, but we're gonna see some stormier squall lines out here. So just watch for that later today into tonight. Like I said, we do have dry air impacting it a little bit, but not enough to kill it. Just enough to, you can really see the dry air here. But here, here's the dry air kind of starting to getting trained, and there's dry air. So you're getting that dry air open look tropical system here, but this backside tail, Shelley called it, I think it was Shelley, phase ponytail. This is still juicy, so this is what you're going to have to watch for. So yeah, you're going to get winds and rains. So I just talked for 5 minutes, and I should have said you'll get winds and rains. April, Savannah, hey, what's up there? Nothing. You're pretty dry. None of this stuff. So the weather in the southeast is just a afternoon flow of storms. They can come and go anytime, any place. So the tail of Faye is only going to affect the Bahamas, and it's going to stretch down there into tomorrow. Thank you, Gail. Nice message there. Casper, good point. Don't know. We got 11 o'clock advisory coming out. We'll see what they say. Not sure the hurricane hunters are out there still. Let's take a look. They are. Lost a little pressure. 1,000 millibar. See, it's hanging on. Never. It never was expected to be always around 1,000. So that's definitely had some strong wind barbs up here. That was got windy for some folks on the Jersey Shore. So anyway, hurricane hunters are flying in there now. We'll see. It's maintaining itself. Looking kind of perky today. Faye's happy to see us. Hey, Aaron, you must have listened, huh? Circular houses? I know, that's what I was confused about. I didn't know what they were talking about. So, all right. I need to work, I guess. And we'll be live tomorrow. We'll do another show. We'll talk about what's cooking. You know, tropics can change in the blink of an eye, but as far as the next 24 hours goes, there's really no areas. I guess the only area short term to look at would be any of this lingering action from Faye decides to get going, you know. That would be a hot spot to watch. So, you know, it's just convergence though, but still, you know, but nothing showing up that I can see. Those waves we talked about, the one yesterday crossed over into the Pacific. So there you go. Anyway, all right. Hey, Brandon, you're bored too, huh? I got my Bang drink, man. And I still got my same water cup from the other day. Minnie Mouse. I don't have my Louis cup because I went to make coffee this morning and we were out. So there's that. All right, we'll be good. Be safe. Have a good day. Don't forget, all you asking about the drunk donkey face masks, I got them. Make sure you get one for your kids for school. Oh, and Casper, by the way. I got your request. I had to get on that. And yeah, no news is good news. Thank goodness we got weather to talk about. Man, nothing like drinking Jack Daniels and getting fired up and going on Facebook. I do that a lot. It is a crazy world out there right now. We'll see what tomorrow can bring, right? So, all right, be good, y'all. Thanks so much for supporting the site, being fans and supporters, all the sponsors and support. You guys rock. Have a good Friday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.